Hi, I'm Attorney Alicia Morgan here in Miami, Florida, representing clients all over the world in U.S. immigration cases. I want to talk to you guys about some really important decisions that recently came out of the Board of Immigration Appeals, and one of them happened last Friday on Halloween. And it's a little bit weird, but it seems that the Board of Immigration Appeals likes to drop these really bad decisions on a Friday. And this one on Halloween when people were partying. So, unfortunately, some bad news, more bad news for asylum. So this decision that came out on Friday is called Matter of CIGM and LVSG. These are initials. It's 29 INN Decision 291 VIA 2025. So this case held that the Department of Homeland Security is able to get cases closed out of immigration court called pretermission before the judge gets to make any decision about the merits of the asylum case or not, if there is an asylum cooperation agreement. So in the case that was at hand, basically this guy lived in Guatemala. So these are two different cases that had the same kind of holding, so that's why they're showing them together. Basically, two Guatemalan guys who are seeking asylum, and DHS moved to pretermit their cases, saying, hey, you don't need to have a final decision in this case because there is an asylum cooperative agreement for your country. And so what an asylum cooperative agreement is basically the government has made an agreement with these countries that if somebody is seeking asylum from their country, that they can seek asylum in a different third country. Okay, this is also called the Safe Third Country Bar. Okay, under 8 CFR 1240.11 parentheses H. Basically, there is a safe country that is going to allow them to seek asylum in that country. So if you get a person who's from one of the three countries that are right now affected by this bar, it means that even though you may qualify for asylum, the government can get your case closed out of immigration court because the judge can say, hey, this bar applies, the third safe country bar applies, meaning you can file for asylum in a third safe country, and basically make them leave the country and go to this third safe country to seek asylum there. So the three countries that are affected are Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. Those are the three countries that right now have an asylum cooperative agreement. And because this decision just came out, I'm betting that the Trump administration is going to make more of these agreements in the future. But right now, it's these three countries that are affected. So if you're from Guatemala, if you're from Honduras, if you're from El Salvador, what you need to do is have your attorney prove before your final hearing that either the third safe country bar doesn't apply to you, or that basically that this ACA shouldn't apply to you, or that you are in danger of being tortured, let me try to find you have to prove that you would face persecution in that third country. I think the standard is more likely than not. So you're more likely than not to face the persecution in that third country as well. And the thing that's crazy is that most people will have never lived in this third country, so it's hard for them to prove a negative and say that they will be persecuted in a country where they never have been. You may have a better chance, for example, if yours is a LGBTQ case, because in many of those countries they also will face persecution for their sexual orientation in those same countries, and you can often show that a little easier than if yours is a family-based case, or especially anything gang-related. Those cases are losing anyway. But this was a big blow to asylum cases, unfortunately. The judges were already pretermitting cases where they didn't have a strong claim for asylum, and it is hard to prove asylum. But now, people from these three countries that are affected, and we hope that they aren't going to extend it to other countries, we'll find that out as time goes on. But right now, if you have an asylum pending from one of these three countries, Honduras, El Salvador, or Guatemala, you need to quickly contact your attorney to talk about how this decision affects your case.